he said he has him, I think, for over 1,000 yards, if I'm not mistaken, close to it. So if you're
what's up, J Mac? How you doing, man?
For what this guy profiled, I think he ran for almost 700 yards in 12 games in Florida. There's not a big gap here for him to get there. If you don't think he's gonna run, then don't draft him, because that's the thing. If you think they're just gonna make him a pocket passer, then he's not gonna be a good fantasy.
I've been pretty good. Nice vacation, but the whatnot policy changing. I'm interested to see how that's gonna change things. I don't know if you saw that.
The guy on the offensive staff.
I don't know if duck races are gonna be allowed anymore.
He is, and now with Jonathan Taylor's not there, that will probably be more rushing.
Yeah, but
it's not going to be as solidified unless they do make a trade to bring somebody else in. But that's probably not going to happen.
Are you going to change your tune? Is Jonathan Taylor's back next week?
There might be some in the buy it now. Hold on, let me just check. I'll look for you.
The
Fields. I have some fields like from the national rookies, but nothing crazy.
A little bit ridiculous. And the fact that they put the Tuesday.
I got a rookie jersey card of Herbert.
Construction has to go. It's going to be
Burrow. Yeah, Burrow, nothing. Trevor Lawrence, nothing.
That's what Vegas is telling us.
Yeah, nothing really crazy for any of those, I don't believe.
Then they're going to get other avenues. So I think at this point, expect John Taylor to be there. Because I think we're all expecting better situations for this trade. But regardless, Anthony Richardson will be great no matter what.
Let me know if anybody has any questions. Got the duck races. Probably going to be the last ones we do. I don't think we can do them going forward. So, figure something else out.
Last one, buy or sell. Last one.
Yeah, nothing like that for $60 to $70.
There's more value to be had.
That I can think of off the top of my head. A lot of stuff I have in the buy it now that would be around that price. I think everything I would have listed. I kind of go through all that stuff way too quick, so if I buy it, it usually is out the door.
I think people are getting pushed up. And we're seeing that in every PPR draft we're doing, and I think we will continue to. And it's not just analyst drafts. I mean, again, you could say these are the people that are watching us and listening to us. I'm in the FFT Open draft right now, and it was only 2 receivers in a flex, and it was still wide receiver crazy. It's just the nature of.
So, if you guys got questions.
And yet, I still think the drop off from like wide receiver 15 to wide receiver 30 isn't that much. You're going to find a bunch of those wide receivers in the middle rounds. I think a lot of those running backs will be gone.
What do you define as the middle round?
Yeah, that's a good question. We use round 5 and on. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I use. 5 and 8. I put the players in the notes if you want to take a look at them. I think, if I'm being sort of technical, I feel like in round 5, the receivers are better. I'm using Fantasy Pros ADP, and I'm looking at guys like Hopkins, McLaurin, DJ. Well, not for us, McLaurin. Hopkins, McLaurin, DJ Moore, Jerry Jeudy, Christian Watson. But once you get past
we're not seeing that though.
We're not seeing that in our leagues, but that's what ADP is saying. As I said on the show yesterday, or whenever we did the pick-by-pick thing, ADP says that there are better receivers in round 5 than the ones that exist in all of our drafts because tight ends, quarterbacks go earlier in the draft.
So what I've seen in the last 3 PPR drafts that we've done in the first 4 rounds, it's been basically 25 twice it happened in the first 4 rounds. Wide receiver.
Those are all like CBS, our staff, our list.
Yeah, I mean, again, people that are watching, but I would like to think that that's what most. I mean, go back to the NFC draft, right? NFC ADP, what we were looking at earlier.
Yeah, NFC.
Running backs were falling like crazy.
Look, if I look at Fantasy Pros and I look at Draft Sharks, I look at round 5, DJ Moore, Jerry Jeudy, Christian Watson, they're all there. Hopkins is at pick 410 on draft.
And what kind of running backs are there?
Solid ones, but Miles Sanders, Damian Pierce is at the 4-5 turn, J.K. Dobbins, Alexander Madison.
So what you're seeing though is the quarterback is going.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
yeah. I wonder how much that's going to happen though in 2 weeks with Hawkinson dealing with a back injury and people concerned about Pitt and people still not buying into Waller.
Hawkinson?
He's got a back injury.
Right. Does he really have one, or is this a whole?
Could be. I mean, I haven't seen anything about that.
All right. Okay. To sum it up, I think it's actually pretty even. I don't know that there's a huge advance between running backs and wide receivers, but I like the values I guess as we get later into the mid rounds, I think I like the Rashad White, Alexander Madison, DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, James Cook, David Montgomery, Isaiah Pacheco. I think I like that better than Godwin, Lockett, Ayuk, Evans. No, I don't think so. I don't think I have an answer for this buy or sell. I don't know where their better value is. I think there's good value at both positions.
I
There's
think there
less
are
question
more.
marks at the wide receiver spot than there are at the running back spot. And
See, and I look at it
the guys
the
you
other
just
way.
named. There's so many more question marks at running back.
I didn't say Christian Kirk and Deontay Johnson, though. They're also in that mix. I stopped saying because we like them better than a lot of those guys, and their ADP is later. So yeah. All right. Let's talk about the Draft-a-thon. Next Wednesday, 4 to 10 p.m. Eastern. You still have time to get into our podcast league, podcast leftovers league. Go to tinyurl.com/FFT donate, tinyurl.com/FFT donate. $1,250 bidding ends tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you want in that podcast league, remember, everything goes to St. Jude. Guest appearance on the Draft-a-thon. We also have that up for auction at that same URL. It's up to $202.50 right now. Let's raise a lot of money there. All of it's going to St. Jude. Please do that. If you want to join the podcast league, put podcast league in the subject line and put an email fantasyfootball@cbsi.com. The draft is Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thomas Schaefer, let's take a look or take a listen to one of our submissions.
I'm really encouraged by what I've seen from Ron Rivera Jr.
It's the game of the week, yeah. Bills visiting the Ravens.
Let me know if anybody has any questions on anything. Got the duck races going. Probably going to be the last ones for a while.
All right, Buffalo's above the board.
Heath, what do you think about the game of the week song?
It's undisputed that it is super elite.
There you go. Thank you for that awesome entry. I thought that was a lot of fun. We have some clever ones coming in, poems, jokes, things like that. Appreciate it. And we have some spots left to be given out. All right, let's take a break here. And when we come back, at the end of the show, I'm going to share an email from Blake, who is in the podcast league. He got in the podcast league. He's got a story to tell, and I will read that a little bit later. And we'll take a break, and when we come back, we've got your news.
Pergish, I don't know if I said that right. So we're doing the duck races. So for $10, you get to pick either if you want to do the blue one or the white one. The blue one is for the middle row. It's all running backs. White's for the top row. It's all receivers. But for for $10, you get a pull from the pull box, which is guaranteed jersey card, and then you get anywhere from 1 to 3 ducks. And then on top of that, you get 5 pulls from the NFL box, and it's all like rookies, inserts, jersey cards, autograph, numbered. And then if you hit the slab, you can pick any of the bottom row. But the duck enters you in for either the middle row or the top row, but you're guaranteed 6 cards. So let me know if you have any other questions about that, or you can just hit the pull boxes directly. But big thing is the duck races. The white one, T. Higgins is first place. Blue is Breece Hall, RPA for first place. But guaranteed jersey card, and you get 5 pulls from the NFL box for $10. And then you can win one of the bigger cards in the middle and the top.
In case the team does decide to put you on that suspended list. So that's a move Jonathan Taylor could make too, by the way, where they can both say, all right, look, I want a new contract. You're not paying me. I still want to get credit for the year that I have to play. I'm going to show up in week 8 or 9 or 10, whatever it is, because of the buys. That would sting with Taylor if you draft him in round 2, round 3, or wherever, and he only plays half the year.
It would sting, yep. And the Raiders have shown no interest in trading Josh Jacobs, according to Tom Pelissero. Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Jersey or autos. I believe they are all jersey cards right now. But there's some autos, there's some RPAs. But you're guaranteed a jersey card out of either one of these boxes. So you get 1 jersey card pull, and that's how you get your duck. So every card has a sticker on the back, so you're guaranteed 1, but you could hit up to 3. And then with that, you get 5 pulls from here. And there's jerseys, autos, numbered, rookies, and like all sorts of stuff in this. It's a mix. But then there's a slab chaser in this one, so you can, if you hit that, you get any of the bottom row. Yeah, so $10, you're guaranteed the 6 cards. One of them's guaranteed to be a jersey, and then you get anywhere from 1 to 3 ducks in whatever race you want to be in.
All right, TJ Hawkinson is tight end blank for you.
Still 4.
I believe he's 3 for me.
Sam Darnold is the backup quarterback for the 49ers.
Burgers, let me know what you want to hit from and what color you want to go for. You want to go blue or white?
The only way you don't hold him is
So give me one number. Give me one number and one color for this box, and then it's anywhere from 22 up to 22 for the blue and 16 for the white.
Only if you're like really stuck or you're.
And then give me 5 numbers, any between like probably 1 and or like 120. Blue 8, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then let me know what 5 numbers you want for that. And it probably goes up to about 110. And I can go from the back too. So I'm resetting my iPad so I can see what I'm pulling. All right, you got it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right, let's see how you did. All right, we got a Grant Delpit rookie, a Kareem Hunt pink, Chad Williams rookie silver, got a Robert Griffin and Kendall Wright, a Gerald Everett rookie pink, nice one there, and then got a David Bell rookie sweaters and nice 2-duck. There you go. And let's see if you hit a slab. No slab. Appreciate the purchase, man.
He'll still be very good as a passer.
And you're in for the duck race. And as soon as it sells out, we run it. Let me update the. I haven't updated the notes, but I'll update the notes with some of like the common like questions. But if you can think of anything, let me know. And I'm more than happy to answer any question you have.
That's not
Well, 3 years.
Does he have 8 touchdowns rushing this year? I mean, even if James Cook is really good, that's the one area where I think it wouldn't be him. It would be Damian Harris or Latavius Murray that they would try to cram in there. But
Don't have to be here to win, but as soon as it sells out, we run it.
They're not going to want him.
Okay. He rushed for like
5 moderately quick questions.
Yeah, 5 years ago. And he was
We are doing a share bonus, so if you share the stream, you get 5 additional pulls from the NFL. Just with a purchase. You make a purchase and you share the stream, you get 5 additional.
Safe floor at the tight end.
5 additional
Red
pulls.
zone weapon in an
I appreciate the purchase,
doesn't
man.
Have a clear-cut number 1 target.
But he's not a top 12 tight end for me, so I wouldn't draft him as a starter.
Yeah, he's moved way down.
Okay.
You had him as a breakout candidate at one point.
I did, but that was it feels like a year ago.
Thanks for reminding him, Jamie. Jets offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett has been an OC or an HC, offensive coordinator or head coach, for 9 seasons. Here's where Hackett's offenses have ranked in scoring: 22nd, 18th, 25th, 5th, 31st, 15th, 1st, 10th, and 32nd. With Aaron Rodgers, his offenses were 15th, 1st, and 10th in scoring. The question is, are you worried about Nathaniel Hackett and the Jets offense?
No, but I'm not overly excited about them either. The only guy I'm overly excited about is Garrett Wilson.
People are worried about Travis Etienne losing goal line work and passing downs work. Are you worried?
No.
I'm still drafting him as a low-end RB1. I think he could see an uptick in passing. Why wouldn't they want to use him in that role? That baffles me. The goal line stuff I buy into. I don't think he's going to have a lot of short yardage. He's got speed to have some long yardage touchdowns.
The usage could be an issue, but he was very good last year despite only scoring 5 touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah. So rank Gibbs, Etienne, Stevenson.
In what format?
Full.
Gibbs, Stevenson, Etienne.
I have Etienne, Gibbs, Stevenson. And Etienne and Gibbs are back to
Half.
Etienne, Stevenson, Gibbs.
Etienne, Gibbs, Stevenson.
I was actually asking you just to say half of their name. But
Eat.
that's fine. Half. Eat, Gibbs, Steve. Who are 2 players that you find yourself drafting a lot?
J.K. Dobbins and Justin Fields.
Getting a lot of Jalen Warren and Roshan Johnson.
All right, beautiful. And a bonus question. There is an obvious difference between a bust list and an avoid list, right?
Correct.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us what that is, Jim?
A bust list is players who you think are going to fail, and a void list is players that you won't draft no matter where they fall.
Ooh, that's kind of not really what I was thinking.
But if you're
why
avoiding
would-
them, you're
if
avoiding them.
If there's a player that you won't take no matter what, wouldn't he show up on your bust list?
I mean, the two could be mutually consistent, yes. But I think if you're saying I'm avoiding them, then I am not drafting.
Tim in our chat says, Adam, tell Jamie he's on the clock. Jamie, you're on the clock at FFT Open.
Sweet. Let's see
Someone
what's
has a
available.
great comment about the avoid list. The avoid list is it's not you, it's me list. It's almost like I don't want to hold it against the player. Just something about him just doesn't. I'm just not feeling it with that guy. That's how I interpret it.
If you are saying avoiding a player, that means you are never going to draft him.
That's not
No. Yes, avoid is avoid.
okay, but
Not maybe I'll take him.
would
He's
you
maybe
draft-
list.
so you think avoid is being on the avoid list is worse than being on the bust list?
Yes, of course. If you're saying the word avoid is not drafting. That's what that
I know.
means. Avoid.
I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I do know what avoid, is that how you pronounce it, means. But Schaefer would back me up on this. Avoid is not as bad as being on the bus list. The avoid list is like, I'm fine with you where you are at your ADP. I would tell other people to draft you there, but you're just not for me. I'm just not that into you. That's avoid.
That means you're not drafting ever. Avoid.
No, if he falls 2 rounds, I'll draft him.
Let's
That's
look at the
fair.
definition of
Then you're
avoid.
not avoiding him.
Well, of course I'm avoiding him.
You're going to take him at value. That means you see that there's a good value on him.
Let's play name
I
that player.
can't believe we're still talking about this.
Let's play name that player.
So we know if
Okay.
anybody has any questions on anything.
Jamie, you want to make your pick first? Want to tell everybody what you're doing there at the Open?
So my team is I'm very excited about my team so far. It's
Great team.
Justin Herbert, Bijan Robinson, Jalen Waddle, Calvin Ridley, T.J. Hawkinson, and Debo Samuel. Another second
That
running back.
is
Right now.
awesome.
So the running back pool is dried up.
If you guys got questions, let me know. Doing the duck race for the wide receiver and running back. $10 gets you 6 pulls. One of them guarantees you a jersey, and that's how you get your duck. You're guaranteed 1 duck. You could hit up to 3.
All right. Let's play name that player. 2 rounds of name that
Probably be
player.
the last duck
First
race
player
for a while too after this one.
Should I do it in the first person or the third person?
Also doing a share stream bonus. You share the stream and you make a purchase. You get 5 bonus pulls from the NFL box.
In CBS ADP, but RB 31 in Fantasy Pros and Draft Sharks PPR ADP. His first name is pretty lame, and his last name is a southern city. He is moving to a division rival after 4 seasons with the team that drafted him. He might be the only player projected to lead his team in carries, but being drafted behind a running back from the same team.
Dave.
Yes, Dave.
David Montgomery.
Yeah, you got it from his first name is pretty lame, right? It is David Montgomery.
David is a lame name, but Dave is awesome.
That's true.
My
My brother's
mom was
name
here.
is my brother's name is David and Dave, so I don't believe that to be true. That it's lame. Anyway, we haven't talked about David Montgomery in a while. Have you guys moved him at all in your rankings? Where is he? Guy with awesome first name, Dave. Where's David Montgomery?
He is a round 6 pick for me. I am moderately excited about him just because of the touchdown potential. I like him obviously better in leagues where catches don't count, and I'm definitely taking Jahmyr Gibbs significantly ahead of him. Could he score double-digit touchdowns this year? Yeah. Could he have 1,000 total yards with it? Maybe. I think that's in the profile, but even with that, that doesn't make him anything better than like a mid to low end RB2. So he's to me he's one of the settle for running backs. So if you're drafting like Jamie in the FFT Open and you're loaded at everywhere and you're going hero RB, Montgomery's a great running back to settle for as your RB2 to begin the year.
Jamie, I don't know if Montgomery was available when you took Khalil Herbert. Would you take him Montgomery?
No, 100% would have taken Montgomery. Yeah, I think he's more of a flex.
So let me know if you guys got
full
questions.
PPR. He's a borderline starter in half PPR, and he's a definite starter in non.
All right, next name that player. He has never had a passer rating of 100 or better. And for reference, in the
Like in a
last
game or in his career?
this season. In the last 3 seasons, there have been 10, 8, and 6 quarterbacks who have had a passer rating of 100 or higher. He went to college in a town that has the same name as the dad from American Pie and Schitt's Creek. In his last 2 seasons,
His real name?
yes, his real name. In his last 2 seasons, he was QB3 per game and QB15 per game. You should know it by now.
QB3 and QB15.
Who's the actor who plays?
I am total. Oh, I know his name.
Okay,
I got his name. So,
what college is he?
oh, it's Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Eugene Levy.
Eugene. Yep.
Yep.
We both blinked on Eugene Levy. Somehow I got it before you did.
Curious to know, Jamie, you have Justin Herbert. If you have the draft results up in your league, do you remember?
Do you know if anybody has any
did he go
questions
ahead
on
of Justin
anything?
Fields? Because he's going ahead of Justin Fields in several different ADPs. Justin Herbert we're talking about here. How far away from Joe Burrow did he go? You're not really getting much of a discount this year after the QB 15 finish last year per game. Maybe you shouldn't, but just curious where he went in your league when you took him.
He was the 6th quarterback off the board, so he went after Fields and after Burrow.
Do you feel like there is an appropriate
No, I'm sorry,
discount?
7th quarterback. 7th quarterback.
Okay. Do you feel like there's an appropriate discount this year for Herbert?
Well, considering we were drafting him in some cases as the number 2 quarterback last year, ahead of Mahomes, there are some people that are ranked that way. I think that it's a discount, yes, for 2 of his 3 seasons.
So let me know if you guys got questions. Got the dock races going today. Got the white for the wide receiver and blue for the running back. Also got the share stream bonus going today. So let me know if you guys got any questions.
And him, I mean, the rib injury was significant. He talked about this. I heard him, I believe it was on Colin Cowherd's radio show, that he was saying he had to change his arm angle because of the pain. So, better mechanics, better weapons, better coaching, all those things. He's got number 1 quarterback upside. That's the type of player he is.
All right, so we only have 1 segment left. It's been a very short episode today, which is fine, but I'm going to open things up to you guys before we take a break, and then we'll finish up with buy or sell. Is there anything? We have a lot of listeners right now, and it's like prime time for us. Maybe people who haven't been listening before, just coming in now. Is there anything that,
It's good that you're prepared.
as you've been, I mean, I could ask you some questions, but as you've been doing drafts recently, anything you'd like to say about strategies, about trends, things that you're doing, players that you've been more likely to maybe reach for, or players on your avoid list, which is in some cases worse than a bust list, in some cases better than a bust. But you can think about it. We can take a break. For us at live is like a half a second break anyway. But is there anything? I mean, Dave, is there anything you want to? Any words of wisdom you want to give right now?
I think that this year will mirror last year in terms of, I mean, every year is just crazy and unpredictable in football, but there are going to be very few like mega stars for fantasy. The guys that are getting you 20 PPR points per game, the quarterbacks that are getting you 30 points per game. And I think you better, I think building depth might be the way to go instead of shooting for a ton of I hope this rookie running back hits, or, I watched this guy play in a preseason game. He looked good. I'm going to take him late. Just keep on working to build that quality depth and to find those players that you think can give you quality depth this year. Because I think we're going to need it. And I don't think it's going to be such a bad thing, because the difference between the guys that are quality depth and kind of sort of wide receiver 2s won't be that different, or even RB2s.
Anything from you, Jamie?
No, I think it just depends on if you're. I don't like the what is it, win or lose strat. What is the way that we phrase it?
What?
First or last? If you're just
Later,
playing.
No. If you're not
If you're not first or last, so you got to play to.
Yeah, I don't think that's the mindset you should have. But I think if we're just talking draft strategy, there's so many players. I want to go back and look at this over the last few years of our leagues, and I'll maybe just pick 1 or 2 of where are the rounds of the players that we're dropping out, because I think it's going to be a majority of those probably I'll say round 7 through the end of the draft is where the majority of your drops are coming from in your
Early
league.
on, yeah.
And not I think just over the course of the season, but we'll say the first half of the season. Stop settling for mediocrity. That's the point where you should be taking players that have the most upside.
And that is why, transition to one of my thoughts, I don't think you guys are going to agree with me on this. I'm getting more excited about DeAndre Swift. I see a huge
Because if he hits, yeah, sure.
because Penny just seems to be having no momentum right now.
He might get cut.
Yeah, and it's like Gainwell has 131 carries in his career. His longest carry is 18 yards. 121 carries.
Let me know if you
DeAndre
guys got
Swift
questions
is
on
an
anything.
absolute explosive stud playmaker, and I love his value. Let me read, Jamie, some of the 7th round picks from our Fantasy Football Today League last year. I'll read all of them. Brandon Ayuk, Nico Collins, Robert Woods, Antonio Gibson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Dalton Schultz, Kyler Murray, Adam Thielen, Kareem Hunt, Tony Pollard, good one, Rashad Penny, Devontae Smith. Want to talk about drops? There were a lot of drops in there. Nico Collins, Robert Woods, Clyde, Gibson was probably dropped, Thielen, Kareem Hunt was terrible.
I don't think Gibson was dropped because he got off to a good start.
He may have been dropped at some point in the year, but yeah, okay, maybe not. But he was a fine pick in round 7. He wasn't terrible.
Well, especially not was we didn't. I don't remember what the fantasy football day draft we usually do it toward the end, but we weren't sure of Brian Robinson's status at that point.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Right, he was a riser there. So you're right. I mean, you're going to see a lot of drops. Kadarius
Do one more round. Do one more round.
Hopkins was suspended. You took him at the first pick of round 8. Kadarius Toney, Drake London, Tom Brady. That he sunk my team that year. Amari Cooper. This is a good round. Ramondre Stevenson, Devin Singletary, T.J. Hawkinson, Tyler Lockett, Miles Sanders, George Pickens, Damian Harris. Damn, round 8 was good.
Right.
And then after that, you're going to see a lot of drops for sure.
So maybe it's a little bit after round 7, but I think you get the point. It's like, once you start to get to this spot in the draft, it's, when you're talking about, okay, is this the best player because I'm going to get consistent production, or is this the best player that can help me win my league? Because you should have your base of your team at this point, and the core of your roster. And so those are the players that still have upside, but also give you a safer floor. And now it's like, okay, how can I just significantly enhance my team? Because you're probably playing the waiver wire with half these guys at this point.
Right, and look at the next 5 picks, or 6 picks, and look at how much better the rookies were. At least 2 of the 3. Hunter Renfrow.
Let me know if you guys got any questions.
Traylon Burks, Michael Gallup, Cordero Patterson, Ken Walker. I mean, maybe this is a case of taking an exciting rookie over some crusty veteran.
Yes.
All right, now let's take a break. Great segment, guys. Thank you for carrying.
I mean, so well produced.
I just have so much faith in you that I feel like I can just throw it to you and get a great segment out of it.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Buy or sell part 2 when we come back. All right, buy or sell part 2. This is from Dan. Buy or sell Bijan Robinson losing up to 40% of his workload to Tyler Algier.
I will buy that if the mindset is let's tank for Caleb.
Which I don't think they'll do that unless they start the year 0-5. No, he's 40% of the run game will not go through Tyler Algier.
No, he said workload, not just run game, workload. So
Well, you got to
to
define what the workload is. Like, what do we expect his workload to be? And then you deduct 40% from that.
I would anticipate in terms
Let me know if you guys got questions on anything.
He's getting more than 60% of the Falcons running back touches.
Right. Yeah, and you know what? It might be a kind of an unfortunate split early in the season, but I could see it changing pretty quickly. Because Tyler Algier started in last week, and he was involved in the first drive. It's gonna happen.
Yes.
But
I'm gonna borrow an analogy.
The duck race is going today.
Brian McFadden when he was describing Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. One is a Ferrari and one is a station wagon.
I was just about
Share stream bonus today too.
One is going to be just amazing, and the other one is going to be fine. It'll get you where you need to go. But what would you rather have, the Ferrari or the station wagon?
You just don't see station wagons these days. When's the last time you saw
Interesting.
That's true. All right, we'll go minivan. One's a minivan.
I don't know if you could try You could try just going in to buy it now and doing the $10 worth of pull if you want to do it that way, Jackson.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any other questions or issues on it.
I don't remember anything.
Not sure if Whatnot's just glitching out again.
McLaurin, 1,000-yard season for the 4th straight year.
Man, it's tough now with the injury. He may miss some time, and I'm gonna sell.
What's up, Bubba?
It'll be good, but I'm gonna sell.
If he gets 1,000 yards over 15 games, that means he's got to get about 67 yards a game. Yeah, I think I'd sell that too. It's
The
gonna
only
be
reason
close.
is like he's already dealing with
The football slabs, we got Montgomery in the middle, Gabe Davis. So Montgomery, just overdrive, mosaic. Gabe Davis, silver rookie, rated rookie 9. ETN, prism rookie 9. Akers, silver 9, and then a Tony rookie 9. Those are the slabs today. If you hit the slab, you can pick anyone you want.
I hope we're selling. It's somebody that we've certainly run up the flagpole in terms of his ADP.
All right. From Justin, buy or sell Deebo Samuel as a top 10 wide receiver.
So
Easier to buy in non-PPR.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't see anything on my end. I can refresh it. Let me see if I refresh it.
No, man. Brock Purdy absolutely loves Deebo
He
Samuel.
does.
He did last year. He
True.
did one drive in the preseason.
Let's see, now it is saying Whatnot is down.
Maybe one game over 60
Sick.
yards.
Is that right? A lot of
Top
top
3.
I feel like Whatnot is just it was going to be so successful. And I think they're just driving into the ground.
Games with Purdy, including the playoffs, 6.8 targets per game.
Why is it frozen now?
Per game, 3.2 carries per game. 13.8.
Yeah, I can't get into it anywhere.
All right, that's not top 10.
Weird.
Good though.
Yeah.
Great.
Buy or sell from Nick. Jalen Warren will replace Najee Harris.
Let me check on my phone.
Running back by week 7.
You see it? I can see my phone.
Everybody-
Yeah, I don't see it. It hasn't come through on my end, man.
So,
I'll buy it.
I mean, I believe you. It's just I can't do it unless it comes through on my
More
end.
explosive, better pass catcher.
And I can't even check online right now on my shipments.
It could get messy between those two.
I'm trying to reload in.
I think he might be a little bit of a better fit for what the Steelers' offense is going to be. And I think if you draft Najee, you've got to hope that.
I'm reloading it. See if maybe I can get it to come
Buy
up.
or sell. Pittsburgh backfield could be similar.
Bad
to Dallas
gateway?
last year.
It's kind of what I just said, right? Like if Najee's getting a ton of touchdowns, then he's.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'm in now. Let me check my shipment. Oh, I have to log in. Oh no, it says I'm logged in, but it's not. What is going on with Whatnot right now?
Right. From Thomas, buy or sell. Sam Laporta and Dalton Kincaid end up as top 10 tight ends.
I will sell because I don't know if Laporta can do it. I think Laporta could be a good starter to begin the year. You take a chance with him, kind of treat him like he's a streaming tight end. But I don't know. Once everybody's back in Detroit, Jahmyr Gibbs is rolling. Yeah, I don't know how productive it is. I do believe Kincaid.
The thing that's nice is, and we talk about this all the time, Adam, you certainly have done a good job illustrating this over the years. Rookies get better as the season goes on. And so if he's off to a good start, then that's when I think carries through.
Yeah, I always look at Kincaid as someone who's starting to go earlier in drafts than the rankings. He's kind of like an Anthony Richardson case. Just
Not based on our ADP.
Okay. Just the drafts I've been seeing, they take Kincaid early because you
I think
can
I
get,
might be.
if you miss
All
out
right,
on
cool. I'm back in.
Evan
Let me
Ingram
check
or
my
something,
shipments and see if
then
it
you
came
fall
up in
back
that.
on Juwan Johnson to pair with Kincaid. It just makes sense to get this high upside guy at Kincaid. But the problem is, I mean, this just got to know. The buy or sell was top 10 for 2 rookie tight ends. There have been 2 rookie tight ends that have done that in the last 8 years.
Yeah, I can't. It's just saying bad gateway every time I log into Whatnot now.
That was Evan
I just-
Kyle Pitts.
I just wonder how many times have we seen two guys.
Let me check my purchases on this
You
again.
see it. I mean,
Yeah, I don't see it. It's still not coming up on my purchases on my phone.
How good are these opportunities, though?
Fantastic.
There, man.
Fantastic.
Did I move this?
I think
Let me
they're
fix it.
quality. They're going to play a lot. They should get these.
Yeah, I can't even get Whatnot to on my computer. It's not even loading
In
it.
the year, I think I'd agree with you.
But I mean, we're talking about Jameson Williams coming back. They don't do the same thing at all. So
No,
Jameson Williams
Whatnot
is
will
just Yeah, but I think that mount just replaces Adam's favorite
You
player.
can DM me it. I mean, for me, I can't do anything until it comes through on my end.
Yeah,
I'm trying to check my
You're
shipments
probably right. I mean,
to
this
see
is
if it's
pretty
come through
unique
on that.
situation. Target opportunities on good offenses. All right, next buy or sell is from.
Do you think Laporta could be second on the Lions in targets?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
again,
know if either of these guys can be
Oh, so now it's coming by as a refund.
I think you can. I think Laporta can.
Freaking
You're
whatnot.
talking about stepping into a role. If you're just looking at what this offense was a year ago, they lost 6.5 targets per game. They traded T.J. Hawkinson. The guys that they had behind them were not Laporta. They weren't Hawkinson. And so they drafted this guy early in the second round.
All right, man. Yeah, send me a message. Yeah, what not just screwing us again? I mean, I can't be banned yet for doing duck races. Still, it doesn't take an effect till Monday.
If you're talking about how the targets can be distributed,
Yeah, they've just been pissing me off lately.
You know, he's got that type of ability.
Got a trade. Isaiah Simmons.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't. I am not even getting the site to load.
Oh wow, what a steal for your team!
The New York Giants for a
Seventh
seventh
round pick. That's unbelievable.
Wow.
If a guy's been a bust,
Great. Well, hopefully it fixes soon.
That's why I mean, you're buying low.
I wonder if they just now it's asking me to log in, so maybe they just reset everything.
Seventh round pick. That's
I mean, the athletes that you guys have on defense now, Thibodeau and him, that's good.
Yeah, and Xavier McKinney, and their first round pick, Deontay Banks. All right. Oh, don't forget Dexter Lawrence. Buy or sell from Scott. Travis Kelce. Oh my God, the Giants are gonna be amazing. Buy or sell Travis Kelce as a top 5 pick.
Cardinals are going to be terrible. Well, they were going to be terrible either way. Sell. He's not. I wouldn't take him.
It's funny. So I'm doing. This are supposed to be quarterback tight end
I
week.
wonder if I can get it to work on my phone.
The headlines on how our weeks were supposed to go.
It's working on my phone.
I did Sleepers Break Out the Bus. It'll be on the site today, and I led the whole story with Kelce, just how good he's been since 2018. It's just absolutely ridiculous, and the hope would be is that he doesn't fall off. That's really the only concern. If he doesn't fall off,
Yeah, I'm not seeing it even come through in my messages.
4 of those, he's been the number 1 tight end. It's just incredible what he does.
Yeah, I can't get to my dashboard.
If he replicates anything, and last year the only difference was first year with Mahomes without Tyreek Hill.
We just try to
If he
get
replicates that,
the
is he
stream
5
back up
points
at
better than
least.
the field? And if he's 5 points better than the field in the position, yes, he's worth the top 5 pick.
How do you guys like this team in a full PPR? Jalen Hurts, Joe Mixon, Miles Sanders, Travis Kelce. That's pretty good.
So it's going to come down to the receivers.
Marquise
And
Brown,
how many do you start?
3, and a flex.
Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, Zay Flowers, Chris Godwin, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was a team that took Kelce 4th overall last night. I don't like this team. I'm not. But I've seen a team. We did a few nights ago.
Jeez, my bad.
I know, couldn't have been that. That was
No, that was super fun. Yeah.
we did a draft where Kelce.
Yeah,
was
this is nuts.
3rd,
Sucks.
It
and
was
we
the
ended up
previous
really good.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we ended up as a really good team. And if you
All
like,
right. Well, I got it. I got the stream back up on my computer, but
I think
yes,
that was the
nothing
draft
coming
where
through on the sold. Let me try to.
Kelce, if I'm not mistaken, it was one of our St. Jude.
Yeah, it's. Let me try logging in on a different tab so I can at least keep the stream up.
Olave early in round 2, if I'm not mistaken. Earlier than we thought, and
Yeah.
then Debo Samuel
Come
early in round 3.
on.
So I think those are the first.
The
two
log
picks.
in every
I think
time,
Cedric
too.
Terry was great.
I wonder what they did.
All right, that's it for buy or sell. Let me read an email to play us off. This is from Blake. Blake said, "Longtime listener." This was a podcast submission. Longtime listener, pre-Nando even. Your show, while silly and goofy, has always been there to take the edge off when I've needed it. I live a very.
I'm kind of wondering how long Whatnot's
going
gonna be around. Watch them ban me for this stuff.
I am a retired Army infantryman who saw combat in Afghanistan. After that, I joined the state police and worked on the road as a
Yeah,
patrol
definitely
for
one of the
8 years,
two. Yeah,
mostly on midnights and evenings.
just
3 p.m.
frustrating.
to 11
It's like,
p.m.
come on.
Lots of boring, lonely hours, occasionally spiked with adrenaline rushes that can't be
They're making it so I can't even do duck races anymore, and now I can't even stream.
As a ballistician with the state police, where my job consists of going to
Yeah, they really shouldn't. I feel like people are gonna slowly start getting fed up. Like, if I was like eBay or
to include using.
I guess TikTok kind of does it, but like eBay, I would basically be trying to copy this because I bet eBay could do this way better.
Lots of rough scenes at late nights.
All right, man. Well, let me know. Let me know if it works, because I can't even get my my dashboard for like shipments open.
Mostly in the woods. Lots of long hours spent humping through the woods to find lost or actively fleeing subjects. Again, having a podcast like yours to throw on during dark moments is something I really appreciate. I've been an avid fantasy player since 2012. My first league ever, I was deployed in Afghanistan with maybe 20 minutes of internet access a week, and I came in first place on the back of Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford, undefeated from a war zone, baby. Today I play in a league with 9 other cops, and your advice has spurred me on to 5 championships in 11 years. Currently, yours is the only G-rated podcast I can listen to while driving my 2 kids around. My son constantly mocks me for never making it into one of the leagues. I'd really love to
Yeah, Blake.
rub it in my 10-year-old face. Love your work. Keep it up. Hamburgers are made on a grill or a cast iron. You're in the league, Blake. Welcome
That's
to
awesome.
puts things in perspective. And I'm glad that we are able to be a source of entertainment, comedy, and escape, I guess, for a lot of people. So thanks for the email. Thanks to all of you so far for your submissions.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Mainly, it's just
fill it out.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'm thinking that it's down for like everybody, which freaking sucks. Come on. But yeah, I think Whatnot's gonna turn into just basically singles and breaks. I think what their idea was when they started, it was probably just breaks, but like come on. You shouldn't be able to do giveaways for just buyers then. So like their whole giveaways for buyers thing, I think is against their rules anyways too. So it's kind of crazy. Like you could have like this crazy giveaway. So if you make a purchase, I'm gonna do a giveaway for buyers. Like it's the same thing. Yeah, I know. I don't get where they're trying to go with it. I mean, like I can understand like. I feel like they're just gonna start cracking down on like what the whole Blake's breaks thing was going on, like them actually scamming people and bounties. Like that's what they're trying to avoid. But
so we're gonna
Incorrect.
okay. All right. So we're trying to figure out the difference between the avoid list and the busts list that we did a week ago. And there may not be much of a difference. That's okay. But yeah, all right, Heath.
Okay, we've seen both the lists, and we.
I don't get how they're eliminating one thing over the other.
The argument is that you are saying there should be a difference.
I think they get money they get money from the seller for giveaways, but they don't get money for giveaways that it's just like in addition, like you don't have to pay extra money to get into.
And so you are going to explain today.
Yeah, I want to sell out the Ducks. I feel like I have 2 days to sell it out before like I could get banned or something. So I have like today and tomorrow. I wasn't trying to stream this weekend, but I might have to. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens. Hopefully, like somebody comes out like eBay, or I'm thinking eBay probably would do it the best if they could just copy this format.
Before the injury, which hopefully is not severe, and he could be back for week 1 against Arizona, which would be awesome. Terry McLaurin. I understood exactly where he was ranked. I thought it made sense there. I never drafted him. I just didn't. I wasn't going to call him a bust because he's always like a top 24-ish wide receiver, and that's where he was being drafted, and I figured that's probably where he would finish. I didn't see the upside, so he was on my avoid list. I'd rather skip him. This was the thought process, a few weeks ago. I'll skip him. I'll take Dotson next round. Obviously, they're going, pretty similarly now. Dotson might go ahead of him, whatever. So that's a guy. I'll give you another example. As we've done more and more drafts, when I look at, Waller's got some helium now, so he's going kind of early. Pitts goes maybe not long after that.
Yeah, someone definitely will, because it's definitely a good idea. Like, they're making so much money.
He's got a crazy ADP. Like, we all have him. He's going like round 4, early round 5.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
If I were in a draft with you guys,
It'd just be nice, because I feel like it's always crashing.
At that point, there are so many wide receivers and running backs that I want to take. I don't take tight
It's like
ends
a constant thing.
And so I skip Kittle and Goddard. They're mostly on my avoid list because I want other positions at that time. And then I skip Evan Ingram because I just don't understand where he's ranked. He should be ranked ahead of Kincaid and Laporta, but he's got, to me, hardly any upside. I skip him. So it's like a strategy thing and a tiers thing. But I get why those guys are there. I don't think they're going to be busts at that draft value. But I don't want them on my team. They don't make sense for my roster. Does that make sense to you guys?
Sounds like you're picking us.
No, it's not that at all. I think there's a clear difference.
It's more of a vibes thing.
No, it's not that. I think it's an upside thing in many of these cases. It's not like I don't think he's being drafted as tight end 7, and I think he's going.
This thing, it's not loading for me.
It's your vibe about their upside. Like you don't think Dallas Goedert has upside. He almost 1,000-yard pace last year and plays on one of the best offenses in football. It's not difficult to make a Dallas Goedert upside case.
I think he's tremendous upside if there's an injury to one of the two guys. I don't think he has a huge upside if there isn't. It's more Kittle, I guess, than Goddard anyway. But
We know Kittle has insane upside.
the difference between a bust and a void is probably like, if I'm calling someone a bust, I don't think they're going to meet their ADP. If I'm calling someone in a void, they might meet their ADP, but I just don't want them on my team. And a lot of people draft like me, where there is a little bit more emotion to it, right? And like, let me get Schaefer here, because Schaefer, I think, has it. Like, there's just guys. For some guys, I mean, I don't play this game, but for some fantasy managers, I had him last year and he burned me. There's no way I'm drafting him. I don't play that game. But Schaefer, you get what I'm talking about here with the avoid list, right?
I really don't think I have to say much because I thought you said it perfectly how I feel. Like, for example, like I would avoid.
Let me know if anybody has any
I'm not
questions.
drafting Joe Mixon
Hopefully Whatnot's going to come back up in a
He's
little bit.
bust, But I've had opportunities to draft him. I just don't really want him on my team. So I'm like avoiding.
Let me see if I
him.
can see your picture. I'm not even getting the messages.
Volume alone, he should be great. But
I reload in on my phone.
because of like the whole.
I don't even know if my messages will work on this.
So how is this not a vibes thing?
Fine, call it a vibe thing.
No, I think
How
you're
is
right.
it not a bust?
Yeah, nothing's
You're picking
working.
Players that are staring you in the
I'm
face
surprised my
and going,
stream's still going.
Because I'm avoiding him.
Yeah.
Thomas is not saying that Joe Mixon is going to be a bust there. He's just saying that he personally, it's almost like I would tell other people it's fine to take Joe Mixon there, but I'm not. He's just not for me. That's what Thomas is saying.
Yeah, you can send me on Facebook. I don't really use Facebook. I have one set up for the channel, but I don't use it. The only thing I really use other than this is Instagram. And I'm just the same name there.
You don't want to draft that have nothing to do with how many fantasy points you're going to score.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
If they
Yeah,
don't
I have Facebook. I mean, you can find me on there. I don't even know what my
Bust is a
yeah
much
Right. What
I
I'm
honestly
saying
don't
is
even
I
know
have a
what
list of
my
players that I
name
don't
is.
want to
I think if
draft.
you search Channel 27 cards, maybe something would come up, but I honestly don't use it at all.
Because I don't think it's entirely value dependent. It's because I don't think they're going to score enough points to justify their cost.
Yeah, those are the guys I don't want to draft.
These are also that.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. I mean, I'm not seeing a cup. Should not have refreshed the live. Let me check my phone one more time and see, but I'm not seeing it come through on my end at all. So you can request a refund, and then if
Are you taking
it's
Rashad?
not even showing anything is sold anymore.
No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Okay.
That
Let's
actually,
see.
Rashad White is somebody I would avoid, but I don't necessarily think he's going to be a bust. I don't really know how to explain it all.
Yeah, it's not even working on my phone anymore.
Great job.
Yeah, just go ahead and refund, and if I can process it on my end, I will. But obviously, nothing is working right now. Like my phone isn't even like the sold items on my phone isn't even loading. It's just completely down. Freaking what?
Right. And I'm not disagreeing that exists or that you guys I'm not putting you down for saying that you do it that way. I'm saying when I do a draft and my rankings are there in the draft room, I just like the 2 or 3 or 4 guys at the top of the rankings, and well, that guy's not going to be there next time. I'm going to take him. It's not like.
All right, yeah, just go ahead and send it over. I'll try
I
to
don't even know if we should
figure out how to see it.
avoid list.
I don't use
Give me
Facebook
3
at all,
players that you are currently avoiding.
but I will try. Do you have to have a different app for Facebook Messenger?
I'll call on Dave.
Thank you, Mr. Razor. Najee Harris, I'm avoiding. His ADP is the first pick of round 3. I think it's too soon. I believe in Jalen Warren being the more explosive running back in Pittsburgh, but more importantly, I'm buying into Kenny Pickett. Apparently, the training camp practices were amazing. Preseason work's been amazing. This is a Steelers team that might throw the ball a little bit more than we're all giving them credit for. I think that hurts Najee Harris a lot. So somebody I'm definitely avoiding with an early round 3 pick. Now, here, maybe let me pause on this for a second. Would I avoid him if he's staring me in the face in late round 3? Like,
Yes, I would.
Is that kind of what you're
Yes.
asking?
That's what I'm asking. That you sit there and he's in this range of running backs. Because I think at this point, Najee's.
I feel like it's completely down. I don't know if anybody can even see this. It's now it just kicked me off my iPad.
Knowing the other running backs on the board, but you probably would. You've always been.
All right, I'll try to go to message requests. I don't know if you can even see me or hear me.
So
I don't know if
Dobbins is on
everybody's
the
picked.
board, and Madison is on.
Let me
the
try to
board,
do that.
And Pierce is on the board. You know, you might have Najee right there, but you might.
Oh no, I'm taking Pierce.
Yeah. What about the other guys? You take Dobbins.
I might, if it's PPR, I might take that.
All right.
But that's how I have it ranked. Maybe Heath, is it a difference of like people who do rankings every day and update them every day versus people who don't do rankings? And so
Yes.
when they sit down in their draft room, they're looking at a list provided by somebody else, and they see players on that list, and they go, "Oh, I think I'm going to avoid that." Could it be something like that?
I do think like when I did the Scott Fishbowl, now I did my projections to kind of understand the player values and everything, and I just mostly just drafted off vibes, and that was kind of fun. So I do that sometimes. So, but I do think it's a rankings thing. Although I have found a way to answer this question.
I'm sorry. Let me get 2 more names from Dave, and then we'll go to the Heath.
Lamar Jackson's another one. All the quarterback ADPs are pushed up, but he's the one who I think is the most egregious as a late 3 pick. I think he's more of a round 4 or round 5 type guy, definitely in the tier behind Burrow and Justin Fields. Same tier, but behind those guys. And I think people are making a mistake pushing too hard for Darren Wall. His ADP right now is early round 6. I've seen him go on round 5. It's great that he had a 44% target share on one drive in a preseason game. And I think he's going to be the target leader in New York, but I don't think it's going to be by a huge margin. So he's someone I'm avoiding that whole tier of tight ends.
I love it.
Waller, Kittle, and Goddard.
Thanks. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Dave. All right, Heath. How are you going to answer this question?
I'm going to answer it by telling you the guys that I am ranking lower than I am projecting. So that would be the guys that I'm avoiding, even though I have them projected for more points. And it would be Cooper Kupp,